you worry. You'd better...
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their... First village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky with it.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear. Attack!
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
We're not even to fight their battles for them.
More dragons! Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point, that this land is in dire need of cleansing.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
I don't see...
Perhaps this will be enough.
Perhaps. She'll move swiftly to see.
And then it will all... I often wonder if the nation her fields rot. We battled to preserve the flame that was, yet be that as it may. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our... and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosari...
So wait.
A sound strategy.
And how long has my uncle been funding you?
Since the beginning. And had I known of this tunnel...
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, where he would be of no use, and so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if you...
Then I will have to think of a way to
I might have something which could... It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't... If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Thank you, so if there is a...
I know.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. All right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Cid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian... Probably make an educated guess. I didn't take...
Oh, this? Wait, I borrowed it from old tomes. Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glove from spit roasts to...
If it's my blessing.
Well, I'm no hunter, but you're made of sternest.
Something tells me...
Fantastic!
So...
Chance's stew. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely... A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more...
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest...
Roses. One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Clive. What's Sancfordian, dear? That it? Fine.
And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. Finished, are you?
What can I get you, Sid?
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
You look like you could do with a drink.
What? Drink up, you lot. The next... Oh, keep your mug handy.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Coin purse weighing you down. I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? Is that all?
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear
There are new
about these
billets being
Guardians of the
posted
Flame?
every...
Clive! Oh,
Is something wrong?
it's Blackthorn. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally, it only takes a couple... Something's getting him down. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear.
Fine.
Knew you...
But if he doesn't want...
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first. Wait a bit. Then...
What's it got to do?
August was worried that something had been... I thought you might want to...
I told you not to stick...
Clive just wants to help, innit? Talk to him. Please, mate.
It's not the sort of thing you'd bother...
Why don't you tell us?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armour, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it... Made my... I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer... There. You got what you came for.
All right. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Didn't think anything could rattle him.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Something tells me this is only gonna... If he has doubts, it will affect his work.
I couldn't agree...
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Assuming you're happy...
Too bloody...
Glad to hear it.
That monster.
Karen, Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it.
Sorry, sold it all right. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened to makes all his stuff to order, but...
You don't know where we might find...
Like I said, he's a bit... He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasts.
I see.
He did tell me something. Apparently, his next commission...
Here, there's a grip now. Where the bleep?
Thank you, Karen.
At least you admit.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have.
I'll leave the hunt while you get on with that.
Good idea. Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here are still looking for each other.
Oh.
Unwanted violets.
You're looking for scorpions to choke them in the... And even if they were, you wouldn't find...
Do these...
I dare say they do.
Thank you.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to Martha's lot, I'd be daft to stay.
You go causing any trouble now?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Scorpions. Just don't know what I'm up against. I better get this back to him. Before it goes bad.
Did you... Marvelous!
You wouldn't be...
Yeah. I present Chance's Stew. Risen, grab a spoon, Sid.
I'm mad.
Well, it'll be too late once I... Odin's teeth! What an assault on a scent... And yet... It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but... Never...
You're...
I'll share this gift. A single mouthful, and Molly will...
I'm... run like the wind. Thanks, Gal. That's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy.
Kill! All yours, Torgal!
Rest well. I know I will.
Good date? Yeah.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
It's not just the crystals. Bearers are having trouble with their magics as well.
Word is, the Black Shields took a hiding.
Time to fight.
Tell your curse breakers they're welcome in Lost Wing anytime.
There's talk.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
Come on.
Yeah!
same as the one back at the hideaway. Doesn't seem to be working, though.
Let's go. Faster!
Enough of you, are there?
Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord.
It...
What will it be today?
The Iron Kingdom.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's, the mother crystal that rises from the... There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether, and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal, but thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Ah, my favorite pupil. What is it that you wish to learn? One must understand one's place in the world. Yes, perhaps a little revision might not go amiss. One must understand one's place in the world. Very good.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
How are you doing? Quick look. Think you can help?
did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Same way they never heard about us, I expect.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
You weren't talking about it.
No. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.